Welcome to Yo-Yo Tube. Today we are going to tell you 10 surprising facts about Ethiopia. First, don't forget to like, share, subscribe our channel. 10. 13 months to the year. Sure, plenty of cultures have their own calendars that they prefer to follow over the Western Gregorian one, but most still abide by the unspoken 12 months to a year rule. Not Ethiopia. Ever looking to buck a trend? Several thousand years ago the Ethiopians cottoned onto Spinal Tap's belief that one more is always better, and have been counting 13 months to their year ever since. What does this mean? Well, that 2017 is still 2009 there, and that Canny Tourism Board can legitimately claim that the country really does boast 13 months of sunshine. 9. Ethiopian time. Ethiopians also measure the hours of a day to a different schedule. In a piece of logic that's kind of hard to argue against, they believe it's less confusing if the clock starts when the day does. Thus, sunrise is 1 o'clock and sunset 12. Then the 12-hour night clock sets in. So when buying bus tickets etc., make sure you ask whether departure time is in Ethiopian or Western time. 8. Complete independence. Ethiopia is the only African country never to have been brought under colonial control, a fact that locals will never tire of informing you. And fair enough too. The Italians did give colonization a crack in 1935. And succeeded in militarily occupying the country for 6 years, but Ethiopian forces were waging military opposition the entire time and the whole country was never brought under control. As some of the locals put it, we waited until they had built us railways and nice buildings, and then kicked them out. 7. A nation of festivals. Ethiopia is a country full of vibrant and colorful festivals. The biggest, Timkat, is a 3-day annual festival that honors the baptism of Jesus Christ in the River Jordan. Today the priests remove the tabots, replicas of the Ark of Covenant, from each church and march to the nearest water source, where the communal baptism takes place. The procession is accompanied by thousands of locals dressed in dazzling white traditional dress that contrasts with the colors of the ceremonial robes and sequined velvet umbrellas of the priests. 6. The birthplace of the Rastafarian movement. Thought it was Jamaica? Nope. While much of the Rastafarian movement did evolve in Jamaica, the spiritual homeland of it is in actual fact Ethiopia. In Amharic, Ras is a title similar to chief, and Tafari the first name of Emperor Haile Selassie I, essentially the movement posits Selassie as an incarnation of God. Need further evidence? Just check out the colors on the Ethiopian flag. Familiar, no? 5. The first cup of coffee. You know your morning caffeine shot. You've got some Ethiopian goats to thank for that. As the story goes, a goat herder way back when noticed his flock's fondness for a certain bush and decided to give one of the fruits a nibble himself. His day's herding was notably more efficient for it, and the coffee industry took off from there. 4. The oldest people in the world. Several archaeological findings in Ethiopia's Afar region go quite some way in suggesting that the country may be where we all started out from. In 1972, Donald Johanson and Tim D. White discovered Lucy, a 3.2 million year old hominid skeleton. For years, Lucy was all the rage, embarking on a 9-year worldwide tour and enjoying widespread fame. Then RT, also from the Afar region but 1 million years her senior, rocked up and blew her out of the water. So you arguably also have the Ethiopians to thank for, well, you. 3. Abibikala. In 1960, an Ethiopian by the name of Abibikala became the first black African to win gold in the Olympics, only making the team selection at the last minute due to another athlete's broken foot. Bikala opted to run the Marathon barefoot, pibbing hot favorite Moroccan Rodi Ben Abdessalem by a full 25 seconds. 4 years later, Bikila won the Tokyo Olympics, setting a world record and becoming the first ever person to win the Olympic marathon twice. When asked if he wasn't tired, he didn't look it. He answered that he could have done with another 10 kilometers. Okay, there's no getting away from the fact that Addis fits the bill of being a big, dusty, overcrowded city. But it's also home of the African Union, headquarters of the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa and, at an altitude of 2,450 meters, the world's fourth highest capital city. Its name translates to new flower in Amharic. 1. Ethiopia for vegetarians. Ethiopian cooking is some of the tastiest, healthiest and most diverse cuisine on the continent. And, unlike many African countries, it's a haven for vegetarians. The simple reason for this is that most Ethiopians follow a particular strand of Orthodox Christianity that prohibits the eating of any animal products on Wednesdays and Fridays. And the happy byproduct of this for herbivores is that restaurants tend to always have a few deliciously spicy vegan stews on the menu. It also means that when you say that you don't eat meat, they'll actually understand the idea. Instead of replacing the beef you requested be left off your pizza with, say, chicken. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe this channel. Thanks.